Are you prepared for a tornado? Spring is the peak severe weather season across the United States, but here in 2024, it's been an incredibly active season, severe weather season, and I'm hoping that you're paying attention to all of the things that are happening because we're in this season of severe weather and we're seeing a lot more than what we've seen before. Here are the numbers. As of Thursday, there have been 670 tornado reports across the United States, and it's well above the historical average. And so we're seeing all of these storms, and the Storm Prediction Center has gathered all of this information that you can actually go to their website and glean and look for yourself. But there have been the number of tornadoes reported this year far exceed all of the previous years. The only years when there were more tornadoes through May 8th was 2007, 2008, 2011, and 2017, and now 2024. So we're seeing a really high output of storms. We all know that Tornado Alley is just really a hotbed right now for tornado activity. We've seen all of these tornadoes that have hit the Tennessee Valley, the Gulf Coast of the United States. We've also seen tornadoes touch down in Iowa, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and even in Texas, where I live. And so these tornadoes are just coming out of the woodwork, really. And so the question that I have for us today is, are we ready for that kind of a thing, right? It's not just tornado. When it comes to storms, it's thunderstorms, it's flooding, it's hail damage, all kinds of severe storm activity. Lightning is a thing that can start fires, and it's just a really important time for us as preppers to really be ready for these events that could happen out of the severe weather. So I just want to kind of go over a few things that we need to have for severe weather, right? I know we've seen a lot of tornadoes happening, but I want to include all severe weather, right? So we should have an emergency kit, right? All of our emergency kits should be ready to go. They should be in a spot where we can just grab them and we can take them with us, right? And those emergency kits or those to-go bags should have all the essential items in there that you need, such as non-perishable food in the event that you're not able to come back home, or if you're fleeing, right, because of severe weather. You need to have that in your bag. Water, flashlight, batteries, first aid supplies, medications, and some important documents that you should always keep with you in case of disaster. Another thing that you should have is safe shelter, right? We always talk about planning as preppers, right? You want to plan where you're going to go, right? So in case of severe storms, if you are in Tornado Alley, or if you're in a flood zone, or if you're just in a spot where severe weather is happening right now, and you need to seek cover, and your home is vulnerable, then you should already have a plan. You should be sitting down with your family and looking at other plans of escape and where you should go. If you do plan to stay at home, one of the best things to do is to go down into a basement where you're safe. Down in the basement, maybe you can go in an interior room, maybe a closet that you can be safe from. Maybe it's in the bathroom, right, where you can be um, as low at to the lowest level as you can get. Are safe places during severe storms. Another thing you need to have is a communication plan. Things like ham radios, you know, cell phones are only good unless a tornado takes out a tower, and then you might be without communication. So it's always important to have backup systems for communication. That way, you're able to contact family and let them know you're okay or that you're in need of help. Maybe it's you're trying to get to your meeting point or your rally point, right? And so communication is so important to have, and you should also be planning that as part of your plan on how you will meet. And communication is so important. Maybe it's you're trying to get to your meeting point or your rally point, right? And so communication is so important to have, and you should also be planning that as part of your plan on how it's good to be in the know, right? I always say stay vigilant, stay prepared, right? That means that we should have a plan on how we are going to receive news and information. I'm gonna push the the radio because you can actually reach NOAA weather via the radio. So that's important to always have that plan in place. That way, you can know what's ahead and stay informed with all of the weather information and updates that are happening, all of the tornadoes that are in place. NOAA weather radio, NOAA weather will actually give you information, and then also you can also look at your local news stations for that information. Now, this is a good prep to do if it's prior to a storm. If you are aware of storms that may be coming, it's really good to prep your home, right? Maybe it's you board up your windows. Maybe it's you have sandbags ready in case of a flood. We need to actually be prepping our home so that our home is secure during severe weather. Another really good prep, talking about your home, is what is your insurance plan for your home, right? It's really good to have insurance for your home, especially if you live in an area where severe weather happens all the time, because it's going to be beneficial in the event something happens and you have to rebuild. You have the opportunity to receive help through your insurance to rebuild and things like that. Just as anything, another good prep for severe weather is to do practice drills, right? Maybe you do practice drills on what are you going to do if there's a tornado, right? If you have the opportunity to have a place on site where you can go below, maybe you should practice what that looks like, right? How long it takes you to get there. What are Look at some of the obstacles that could be in the way of you reaching that place, and what is it going to take, right? So you want to be able to have that muscle memory of of what you're going to do in the event, and practice will help you to get that muscle memory. I will always say it's good to keep a list of emergency contacts, right? Um, I would make sure that you have phone numbers written down of family members, friends, just in case in the event that you need to reach everyone. We don't all memorize phone numbers anymore like we used to. And so it's important to have at least a hard copy in case your phone gets damaged, in case you lose your phone in that event. You have information to give to someone who's helping, maybe a neighbor who comes to your aid and his or her cell phone is working and you're able to reach your family. So hard copies of phone information of your friends and family are important to have too as well. Another good prep to think about during tornado or severe weather is post what I call post tornado or severe weather safety, right after the event. In For example, in the event of a tornado, there might be power lines that are down. It's important to remember that if you're going outside after the event, that you stay safe and out of harm's way, knowing that there could be power lines down. And it's just really good to practice and think about how you need to be safe when you're coming out of your shelter after the storm. And another good prep to have is to know what are your local resources? What are those emergency shelters that you can go to? Maybe in the event of a tornado, you lose your home. What are those resources that are in your area? It's really good when there's no severe weather to really think about what those resources are, where they are, and how can you utilize those resources for you and your family. So I would encourage you to seek out those local resources, write them down, have them in a book. Maybe you have them all with your phone numbers. These are the other things you write down as far as your resources. Guys, this was just a quick video to kind of, I was thinking, we're having all of this severe weather, and are we really prepped? And so I just wanted to make this quick video just to give you a few tips on what you can do during severe weather and how you can best prep for you and your family through that severe weather. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm Fernando, God's Prepared Warrior. And until next time, I can't wait to share more valuable prepping information with you so that we can all be better prepared. And as I always say, stay vigilant, stay prepared, and remember, faith is our shield. Hey guys, this is Fernando, God's Prepared Warrior. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.